Thank you very much for having me. I actually knew very little about human trafficking before I went to Malaysia. I'd read about modern day slavery, but I had not realized the magnitude of the problem. It hit me when I went to Malaysia. And then when I heard there were also some Ugandans who were crying out for help because the level of brutality was just too much. Some of them are electrocuted, they get brutally beaten up, all kinds of problems. But anyway, I picked up interest, and I thought it was to reach out several organizations, but also reached out the government of Myanmar to see how this problem could be solved. And I did realize that the camps where these victims were held, and some are still being held up to today, are in rebel-controlled areas. And so the next move was, how do I reach out and start negotiating with them? One thing that did occur to me was to engage the camp owners directly. And when I did reach out to them, they said, well, we can release your citizens provided you can give us some ransom. And I said, well, we're not a poor country, but we're a developing country, and we cannot afford $10,000 per person. That is way too high. But while I was engaging them directly on the ransom issue, I also had made contact in the background to some other, I don't want to give details yet because we still have Ugandans and many other nationalities that I'm not going to disclose those details. When I made those connections, I kept on keeping the camp owners busy, because what they do is ask every victim to at least one day to scam $10,000 per person per day. And so I kept them talking to them. But yes, this is
let me just interject there.
I thought
we would like to know, how do we prevent our citizens as Uganda from getting into this situation, but also for the hostages that you managed to bring back? What were some of those challenges that led them to go to Malaysia and end up being taken up as hostages?
Well, let me make it first clear that they did not go to Malaysia. The scammers, what they do, they offer fictitious jobs. They use Facebooks, they use all kinds of social media to reach out their victims. And of course, you know, it's not only in Uganda, this is not peculiar to Uganda, but many other countries, where you have a large, high level of youth unemployment. And consequently, with these fictitious offers, which makes it very attractive, where the amount of money, I mean, you're telling somebody here who is maybe earning 300,000 shillings that when they go to Thailand is what they usually use, they will earn $2,000 per month. They would be given vacation, they would be given, you know, all kinds of beautiful offers. So obviously, mainly the young people fall prey to these fictitious offers, and they go. And then they're taken to, you know, and again, I don't want to disclose too much because they have agents even within this country. Okay, so the whole point is that what we need to do, what is so important, is to carry out advocacy to stop our young people in particular falling victims to this kind of slavery that is going on.